Johannes, you've had your first game now as Norwich manager. First off, just give us your overall assessment today.
Great to get started, I would say. Great atmosphere in the stadium here. Good to see some fans again, especially those in yellow. But yeah, good to get started. I would say that's the most important about this.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we spoke to you at the forum, and you said, "Look, I'm going to use these games to try and give everybody minutes," and we saw that in terms of two completely different 11s. Yeah. That was always in your thought process today.
Yeah, definitely. So it was only about who will play in which half and so on, and also to see if we can already now start building some relations between the players, and so that was the most important. And of course, to get some minutes, 45 for more or less everyone, and I think that was needed for now, because now we've had more or less 2 weeks with training, so needed, and also in terms of stepping into next week with 2 games in Belgium.
It was very interesting. I thought in terms of that first 11, you could probably say there was more the seasoned pros, and then the second 11 was very much Kellen Fisher, obviously, but a lot of younger players. What was your thoughts there to go that sort of breakdown?
Of course, it was the thoughts that here, of course, we try to build something a little bit new, so we cannot waste any games. We have to use all the minutes that we can. And like I said, to build some relations between players, but also to see if we can find a base within the team already now, and then there can be changes from time to time whenever we play. But instead of just mixing everything, we wanted to have a base for first half, and then some young guys and some minutes in second half.
What pleased you overall, though, if you were to go away tonight and sort of debrief it?
Yeah, of course, as a coach, it's always difficult just to be satisfied with a performance and a result, because there's so many things in it, and there's also so many things which we haven't touched upon yet in terms of the way that we're going to play, especially the defensive things, and there were many today. High pressing where we could have done better, also some basic principles defensively where we of course will be better in 4 or 5 weeks time, because we have to start working on that really from next week. Offensively, some good stuff, and I think we created some good chances. I think it was hopefully obvious to see that we are building towards this, where we can be even more comfortable on the ball and dominate the game for a long time. I think we managed to do that. Could have scored more goals in first half, and maybe also second with a little bit more, just a little bit more quality in the last movement pass.
Yeah, I mean, we all know. I mean, it's basically 2 weeks, and you still haven't got all the group together. We know there's players still to come back in, but were you pleased with? Because I'm sure it's been quite intensive at Colney, and you trying to embed your philosophy and your principles on the ball. Yeah. Did you start to see a little bit of that?
Yeah, definitely. And I think we scored some good goals. The last one here we score is I think it's after 20 or 25 passes, and we break through and a fantastic cross. Our young guy from Scotland was about to score. That would have been fantastic, of course, but also good for Ken. And also first half creating some good chances, getting close to their box. Having many bodies in the box whenever we attacked, so I think there was definitely some good stuff offensively, where always room for improvement, and that's what we have to look at already now when we drive home in the bus. But that's how it is.
I mean, it helps as well in terms of the confidence levels. You were 2-0 up inside 15 as well, to get those early goals as well. It reinforces what the messages you're trying to get through to the players, that you keep doing this, you see the end product.
Definitely, I think it was obvious that the times in the game where we played fast and we used few touches and we combining with each other, then we could actually create chances. And also obvious for everyone where whenever we slowed it down and were a little bit too comfortable maybe on the ball, taking too many touches, then we didn't really create anything. So I think it was a good in terms of that, where we got the reward when we did things top level, high intensity, and we also see that we struggled a little bit to open them up when we're too slow. So in terms of learning, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to bombard you with asking you about lots of individual players, but Gabby Zara today, he had a very good season. His numbers told you that last season. How much have you enjoyed working with him, and how big a player could he be for you?
He's a fantastic player, but first of all we have to talk about his professionalism, because every day when he meets in, it's full focus on what he can do and what he has to do. Even though we started, was it 1st of July, the first testing, he was in the week before that just to prepare and do even more. So he's definitely a professional with a big P or capital P in the beginning, because he's amazing in everything he does, and that's also what we can see on the pitch whenever he performs. Full focus on what he can affect, and I think he will leave everything with other clubs and rumours and so on. I would think he will leave it.
Yeah.
It's not for him.
Yeah, and obviously for you as well. If that happens, it happens. But in the here and now, he's part of your. Could you see it, how you want to play? How important he could be? That player who drops in to the defence and gets you knitted the ball further forward as well.
Yeah, and he's also if I remember right, is him with the assist for the second goal, bring the ball in for Johnny Rowe. Of course, he's a fantastic player, and I've been speaking to him, and he's very clear in his mindset about what he will do here. It's full focus, everything he can do here, also to make sure that he's in the best possible shape and so on. That's what he will do, and we keep on working with him, and then we leave transfer rumors and stuff like that for someone else. That's not for me. That's not for Gabby, and we just continue improving. And I think it was obvious for everyone to see today where his head is.
And what you've just said there, everything about Gabby, does that equally apply to John Rowe? We know there's situations that could develop, but the here and now, good professional, shows what you can do on the pitch again today.
Definitely, good guy, working hard, also with a smile on his face every day we meet in, and it seems like he's enjoying the progress in the team and the way that we want to do things. So also the same message with him, and he's also fully on board that it's full focus on this, and then you cannot really affect if there will be any other clubs interested or not. You never know. So just focus on what you can do.
Just ask you about one or two of the lads who weren't here today. No Barnes, no Warner. A little bit of fitness issue there with those two.
Yeah, he had that injury from the end of the season, Barnsley, and is not really fit yet, and we've kept him out of training. So we have to assess him and wait and see what we will do with him. But yeah, it will take some time from what I see now.
And that's obviously related to because he did miss back end of last season, similar sort of issue.
Yeah, he did. It's the same injury that he keeps on struggling with. So we really have to see what we can do there to make him ready as fast as possible. But I think it will take a little time. And
no O'Neill, no Liam Gibbs. Are they still just working individually? But again, no two lads who their season was ended.
They started. When you ask a football coach about days, then it's always -1 or +2. That's the way we work. I think they were back. Was it Thursday maybe with the team? Yeah. So that's for us just to get them in the group again and to get them started. But of course, a game like today was too early for them. But they are in.
Yeah. And would that equally apply? No Adam Eder today. He's just come back into the group.
Yeah. He was doing the testing Monday and Tuesday, and also with the group from this week. So it will also just be a matter of time before we see him.
Yeah. Just following on a couple of ones. Obviously, you now go out to Belgium. What do you want from that? Is that obviously clearly goes without saying? You're playing a team here, lower leagues in England. You're going to now go and play two very good sides in Belgium. Yeah. It's just a step up in terms of intensity.
Step up in terms of intensity, but also a step up for us in terms of how we need to prepare and how we need to perform to get a good performance in games like that. But it's always good to have them in pre-season because then we get up to speed, and that's exactly what we need here. So now we just got the basics, and they can see in game, okay, what is actually that we've been training for the last couple of weeks, and now next week against even better opponents, and that's exactly what we need. So it's going to be exciting.
Final one. Apologise because you're going to get sick of me asking you through this until the end of August about the window. But any further forward into? We know you need a left back. You said that at the forum. Any further forward there?
I think Ben is calling a lot of people these days. I think something will happen soon. But again, like I said, it's more important for us. I know sometimes people, including myself, can be a little bit impatient, but it's more important that we get the right left back instead of just getting a left back fast or quick. So that's the most important. But he's making a lot of phone calls, Ben, and we're having a lot of meetings. So hopefully there will be something within not too many weeks.
Good luck today. Thanks for that.
Thank you.
Cheers.